1 week later, and I am finally back. Let's see, our next destination is the town of Ellay, way up there. So we head out from Youngtown, and we reach the swamp. And this guy doesn't do anything. And you'll notice that this swamp isn't really much of a swamp, as it is a place divided up by some bizarre river. Very odd. But we need to get through here to get to our next destination. Basically, all you have to do is follow the bridges. Usually. Or I could just be a complete and total idiot and forget my way through here. That works too. This place isn't too bad, but there are some tough enemies in here. This is probably where you start to notice that enemies can consistently kick your ass, even with a lot of training. Like these mooks. They're not the most threatening things, though. And Lloyd's plasma beams will work much better on these than they did on the dragon. And I'll show off PK Freeze Gamma here. Oh crap. These guys have a bit of HP. I think it's close to 100 HP they have. So far, these are probably some of the most durable things you've probably fought. And as you can see, Lloyd's plasma beams do a pretty good amount of damage. We'll have Neaton finish off this guy. And he inflicts us with darkness, but it didn't do anything. Unlike most RPGs of the NES era, darkness actually does work the way it's intended to. Basically, darkness halves your accuracy, so it makes it very likely that you'll miss. It's kind of odd how even into the Super Nintendo era, games like Final Fantasy consistently screwed that status element up. And we get the Omega Saucers. We've seen these before. Those things aren't too tough, and they can be taken down quite easily, actually. And nothing over here. I'll admit, the first time I went through this area, I just randomly wandered until I got where I needed to be. Ah, this is the sign that we're getting to where we need to be. Check this trash can, and then talk to it, and Lloyd's father's in it for some reason. Yes, I did. That was the thing about Dad calling for your name in Snowman. And even Lloyd's dad thinks he sucks. That's actually kind of cruel. And over here, it's Pippi. I missed your crazy hair, Pippi. Sure. Pretty sure I could have done that without your help, seeing as how nobody else seems to live in this house, but thanks, I guess. And what do we have here? Oh god. If you ever see these robots, run the hell away. Yeah, they can do that, and it makes it close to impossible to kill them if you don't use defense down. And what's more, I think I mentioned this before, but those energy robots explode. Ah, here's something new and something I can actually kill. The bisons. We'll actually encounter something a bit tougher than these fairly shortly. Oh, no, not goods. I think it's buffaloes, but these things they're fairly durable. And I think they hit pretty hard. Yeah. And could you please stop trying to kill Anna? Yeah, that's what PK Freeze does. Puts them into a critical situation. Oh crap. Okay. Actually, I'll use that on Anna. Lloyd, you can use your plasma beams, and Anna, you can guard. Yeah, the enemies here can be quite threatening. I'm probably going to do some training again a bit later, but for now we can get through this. And the rest of this fight is pretty much auto-fightable, because this thing has like close to no HP left. And for a bit of overkill, we get a smash attack. Things start giving out pretty good experience though, so it makes training a bit easier, even if the enemies are a bit tougher. Yikes. I kinda wanna get through the next area a bit, or at least show some of it off. Let's see. Did I go to a dead end? Because that would really suck. I'm not wasting my time with anything here. I don't think I've really fought many of those crocodiles, so I don't really know if there's anything important about them. Except that they can do that, and when they do that, they can hit harder. I don't know if that lets you hit them harder. Alright, I think we're going the right way. Emphasis on I think. Nah, we're going the right way. And more of these crocodiles. I would use forced D-slip, but I don't think we're in a situation where it would be too necessary. Running away seems to be working fairly well for us. It's at times like this where I really wish I had frame skip for this. Maybe if I actually gave more of a crap, I would be able to figure out how to do that with this emulator, but for the time being, no frame skip. Alright, we should be out. Or we should not be out. Okay, we keep heading this way, and this way. Okay, this is out. Once you start seeing all these trees, that means you're out of the swamp. Well, that took longer than I would have liked, but oh well. We're close to Ellay. More of the mooks. And this could actually turn bad, so I'm just gonna force D-slip out of this. From what I understand, fourth D-slip can fail, but I don't think I've ever seen it fail. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. And geez, that makes a really annoying noise. Ah, here's the buffaloes. These things have quite a bit of HP and can hit really damn hard, but they give out a lot of experience, so they're good for level grinding. And oh crap, I should have forced D-slipped. Oh shiz. Yeah, sometimes that can happen. And I think it was exactly that happened the last time I came through this area. And I got killed. Getting your characters revived is fairly simple. You just go to a hospital and pick them up, but it can be fairly costly at times. And we use another repel ring. I don't think I ever showed off hospitals. Basically at hospitals, I know this is kind of a late time to be explaining it, but at hospitals, you can pick up your knocked out characters, but you can also cure sicknesses like colds and poison, I think. Anyways, here's the hospital. And you don't talk to the doctor, you just talk to the nurse. Tell them who you're here to visit, and they'll tell you they just brought her here. And at this point in the game, hospitals get fairly expensive, so it might just be in your best interest to teleport everywhere to get cheap hospital bills. And talk to these guys over here. And you'll find out that they're actually gang members. The BB gang. That stands for Blah Blah Gang. Actually, Lloyd, your physical attacks is pretty crappy even with your better weapons, so just do that. And since PK Freeze Gamma would be overkill, I'm just going to use Beam. I forget how much HP these guys have, but I think it's somewhere between 60 and 80. It's been a while. And they're not too tough. Now, a little trick about these guys is that you can just stand there and keep talking to them and fighting them over and over again. So if you have something like frame skip, those guys are pretty good for grinding. They also drop flamethrowers, which is a weapon for Lloyd. It's his best item. Not an equipable weapon, but it's his best item. It does about 100 damage of PSI fire-based, I believe. And it's the flying guy. He's all pissed that we broke his tank. And despite the fact that I'm pretty sure getting a tank repaired would cost more than that, we only need to give him $200. That's pretty odd, considering I spent $1,000 for a baseball bat, an aluminum bat to be exact, and then $100 extra, $1,100 for a boomerang. How odd. We should really just go buy a tank. That seems more cost-effective, but whatever. Anyways, next time we'll go into the live house. Sorry, nothing much got accomplished here. So until then, see ya.